When you see these three shapes, what do you think about? Come on, tell me. Well, you're wrong. Well, hello there, I'm Rawr. Shapes are fun. You can do anything with any shape. I mean, for a drawing at least. This is a drawing video. So shapes are fun. While we're brainstorming, what else is fun? Dinosaurs, I heard someone say? Yeah, you in the back. That's right, I read your comment. I wanted to do this sort of shape challenge for a while, but I didn't know what shape to use, so dinosaurs it is. I am basing these initial sketches on these three dinosaurs I found on Google Image. I'm not just drawing the outline because I need it to look good, and it's simpler to do by starting with big circles where the joints are. I'm breaking down the dinosaur pictures into simpler shapes. After that, I'll erase the inside parts to leave just the outline, the silhouette. The goal of this drawing video is to cram something in the shape of something else. It's really fun to do. I usually have something to say about the reason for drawings, like as an exercise or something. Most of the time I focus on one aspect of art in these videos, for example finding fun tricks to draw better gesture, or referencing an artist I like. Well, today it's not one of those. I've been sitting in front of a blank page for a while, thinking of how to orient my speech today, but honestly I can't, so I gave up. This digital drawing isn't in any way a good art exercise, I don't think. If you find a practical use for it, please tell me in the comments. I just want to draw people twisted into shapes that are impossible for them. One dinosaur, one guy. This is all that's happening. One thing that could almost be considered a good art exercise is the fact that I don't do line work on this illustration. After I'm done with the outline sketches, I'm filling them in with the flat gray. On clipping masks, I then paint in a few colors that I keep on the bottom of the canvas. I'm going straight into coloring and rendering without any outline. I did imagine the shapes I wanted the dudes to take before coloring though, because I needed to know where to put skin color and so on. I also decided that the guys would wear shirts and costume pants. They all have the same clothes and the same hair, even the same skin tone. In fact, I'm not even certain these are different guys. Who knows, maybe I drew the same guy but at different times. To fit perfectly into a dinosaur shape, it's almost certain that he has no bones, and following that logic, it's not impossible to fit into more than one dino shape. Poor guy. He was just on the way home from work and suddenly, bam, no bones. I don't think it's a surprise though. He works in the food industry, where they do testing for new flavors and products. One bad chemical would have fallen onto him, making him boneless and probably even liquid. Then he fell from the office level where he works into the food plant below, through the canalization. He flowed down whatever pipe he was in until he fell onto the thread mill where the dinosaur candies are made. He simply happened to fall right into the mold used for the candies. How he escaped the mold and then fell down into another one? I can only assume his bones grew back momentarily to just disappear again above the next mold. Anyway, I chose to draw a shirt because the central line and the color were a really good help in making sense of the mess that's happening. Which arm is above and below, etc. Honestly, I understand why we always start drawing figures with basic lines along the middle. It gives the orientation, the size, everything. Same for the facial features. I did cheat a bit and add some lines here and there. It wasn't a fully render from scratch, but after a while I was a bit lost. Especially drawing three dinosaur people at the same time, from one shape to the next, sometimes I kind of forgot where I wanted the drawing to go. So I needed to add an eye, an ear here and there. Out of the three dino shapes, two of them have the head in the same place. As humans, I mean. Like the dinosaur head and the human head align on the bottom dino and on the T-Rex on the right. The T-Rex also had two full legs. That's why I decided to make the Triceratops legs into fingers, because you tend to run out of protrusions quickly. Like, I couldn't make a human ribcage fit into dino legs. The tails though are easy to imagine. You just have to extend a limb, and there you go. It's not too unreasonable, or at least less than making the human body 50% hand and 50% the rest. In any case, as wacky as this drawing prompt is, I highly recommend it to you. It's kind of fun to try and figure out how to cram something into something else. It doesn't have to be people either. In fact, I think I'll draw bottles of different liquids into random shapes next time. I'll post it to my Instagram, which is at d3_sd. It could be nice to draw glass with colored liquids inside and imagine the light rays going mad everywhere with so many reflective surfaces at all angles. I'm not gonna draw dinos either. I already draw too many animals for my own taste, to be honest. And I don't draw enough buildings. Not that I want to focus on perspective because it kinda bores me, but I could have fun making random buildings that don't make sense. You know what? Let's open my phone notes and look at the list of ideas I made over time. I'm gonna exclude the animal ideas though. Okay, here we go. It starts with making some sort of a slideshow video with my old art. That will come in the form of a sketchbook tour when I'm done with my inking sketchbook. So next idea, nautic knots. Yeah, I want to draw rope knots at some point, maybe to make an aesthetic poster, kinda minimalistic probably. Next one is painting over a bathtub. I want to draw Atlantis inside a bathtub. Like inside the picture of a bathtub. That's a good idea. Next we have drawing a futuristic bicycle and/or an overly complicated fishing rod. Both are on the same line in my list for some reason. Actually, talking about very complicated stuff, I was thinking of making a science drawing video, especially in a field that interests me a lot, which is cryogenics. I want to teach you guys how a dilution refrigerator works and how it's used to approach temperatures as low as a few millikelvins above absolute zero. Although while drawing one, of course. I don't know, it's just an idea. Leave a comment below and tell me which ideas interest you, from those I have listed or others as well. I usually have 1 or 2 weeks video in advance, so I might not do it straight away, but I'm definitely using your prompts at some point. Also, like this drawing of dinosaur shapes filled with humans. I was so focused on my ideas list that I didn't see the process was already finished. Subscribe for drawing videos twice a week, and there's even more art on my Instagram and my Twitter. Both are in the description as well as on screen. I'm Rawr, and if you don't subscribe, I'm gonna melt your bones and put you into a dinosaur candy mold. Bye!